Hi everyone, here's Cori from eatwithcori.com. Can you believe it's almost end of the summer? It feels like June 1st was a week ago, right? But I know we can do something about it. It's time to get your tomato sauce ready for the winter time. Let's do some chopping, shall we? Roma tomatoes are the best for the sauce. They have the right amount of juice and the flesh is sweet. If you plan to make the sauce in larger quantities, it's better to buy tomatoes in bulk from any farmer's market. Plus, it's much cheaper this way. These are the jars for the project that I'm going to make for the tomato sauce project. I usually use mason jars. This is a ½ liter mason jar. I think it's perfect for canning, for making tomato sauce or anything you wish. I like to use these because they have two closures. I don't know if it's that popular outside Canada or North America, but use this on top and then you seal the jar with this, and I think it's a better closure than different jars that I was used to. The jars were previously sanitized and sterilized in the dishwasher, so they are safe to take the tomato sauce in. Chopping kilos of tomatoes could be boring sometimes, so start the work with some dance moves or imagine some silly conversations with half tomatoes. This definitely works. But if you want to be completely serious about this, put your straight face on and cut tomatoes in small chunks and transfer them to a big bowl. Work in small batches if you need to, but don't be so scared, the whole chopping will only take about 15 to 20 minutes. Once you have all your tomatoes chopped, bring your food processor into function. Fill up the bowl and add a few garlic cloves and some fresh thyme leaves. Process the tomatoes for about 30 seconds. Don't worry if you still have some bigger chunks left unprocessed. They will simmer on low heat anyway. You'll need to work again in batches. That's the texture you're looking for in your pureed tomatoes. Smooth, yummy, with a hint of garlic and not too juicy. After processing each batch, transfer your pureed tomatoes to a bigger bowl and set aside. Now transfer all the puree to the pot, making sure not to splash the whole stove like I did. Add 4 tablespoons of olive oil, stir well and turn on the heat. It's better to let your tomato sauce simmer on low heat so all the flavors blend in nicely. Halfway through the simmering process, add about 3 teaspoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Adding any type of acid such as vinegar or lemon juice to the tomato sauce will ensure a safe level of acidity to the whole batch. I continued the simmering process for another hour and a half from this point on until the sauce reached a thicker consistency. After boiling, you can process the sauce one more time for a smoother texture. Finally, time to can your tomato sauce. Gather your sterilized jars and start filling them up with the previously cooled down sauce. To avoid any unnecessary mess, use a ladle and a funnel to pour the sauce into the jars. Screw the ring on the filled jars until finger tight. Tomato sauce lasts longer only if pasteurized. Place the jars in a roasting pan, pour about 3 cups of water and set your oven temperature to medium heat. After the water reaches the boiling point, lower the temperature and set the timer to ½ an hour. Turn off the heat and let the jars completely cool down in the oven. I love how flavorful and flexible this tomato sauce is. You can use it on top of anything. You can make your favorite pasta dish. You can make your favorite stew in the winter time, a nice, earthy and delicious stew. Or you can use it on top of your roasted vegetables for dinner. And I think the more aromatics you use, and it's okay to be more generous with the garlic, with the thyme, with I don't know, maybe some oregano, dried oregano, the flavor of the tomato sauce enhances even more. I think that was all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button or give it a thumbs up. Ciao, ciao.